Okay, welcome back to Folk in Scotland. I think this is episode 5, if I remember correctly.
This is the 5th one.
Okay, now, I've been listening to other podcasts.
Dangerous.
Some of them are, and I've been getting a bit jealous for one reason.
Okay.
They've all got a theme tune.
Oh, Jesus.
But hold on, I've got something hidden here I'm going to expose.
What are you reaching into your underpants for? What's
Hold on.
this?
Listen to this.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay,
I'm going to do a theme tune.
okay.
I will note that I can't play anything.
That's like Stephen Hawkins having an orgasm. Can you guess what it is yet, kids?
Do you think Stephen Hawkins ever crashed?
Yeah. Stephen Hawkins was into BDSM.
What?
His carer wife
Oh.
used to put him out into the garden on a hot day and bake him in the sun, and then he would sit there just sweltering. He could sweat. Prince Andrew lost the ability, but Hawkins could sweat to the end.
Oh my word.
That was the only part of him that worked properly. His sweat gland. Just the one. Calcified little sweat gland.
That's quite amazing.
Isn't it?
Well, the thing is, he's still a man.
You
He
mean-
still
yeah,
has
yeah.
needs. He still
Needs.
has desire. He was a bit of a womanizer, though.
Oh.
And you know, the thing is, I can run down to the shops.
Uh-huh.
I can do all. I still don't meet any
No,
women.
the women aren't
They're
interested.
not interested. They're after someone with wheels.
When I went to art school, I was a lazy kind of person. I'd sit in a wheelchair I found in a skip, and I convinced one of the head lecturer guys I was a paraplegic. So he came into our studio one day, and I had the music playing, kind of had the Bon Jovi on,
Yeah.
and he angrily shouted out, "Could somebody put that damn radio on?" And he looked around, saw me in a wheelchair, and apologised profusely. Then he went to a staff meeting in the afternoon and said, "That guy in the sculpture studio, he's so brave. How does he manage?" Because there's quite a lot of stairs in the building.
Bunny hopping them everyone at a
Yeah.
time.
I also convinced the janitorial staff that my chihuahua was a C&I dog.
Oh, you did mention this,
Mhm.
and you
Tony
do.
Montana.
He sounds fantastic. Do you have any pictures?
I'm sure I could find one. He's dead now.
I need to see.
He was
a
lost in a
picture.
custody battle. I'll find a picture of him. I got somebody to bring him back a wee sombrero from holiday.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on.
Is that cultural appropriation if your dog's... No, he was a Scottish dog. Was
He's
he?
a Scottish dog. Is it?
He has heritage. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, this is we said we'd avoid stuff
We'd
like this.
avoid stuff like this, so we're going to... Yeah, we'll move on.
This could bring us down.
We'll be
Bring it
cancelled. Episode 5 cancelled.
Chihuahua.
I had to edit the last one due
Okay.
to a couple of... it was actually an area I took the conversation, and I thought that's more of an inside joke. I think we'll get more of people listening to us before I really start going with those ones.
Okay, yeah. Are you the arbiter of moral standards?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
No,
we're-
you
we're-
look at...
we're in
Listen,
trouble.
listen.
We're in trouble.
Listen, no.
I'm just looking across here. He's got 3 tins of vegetable soup. And that's what's fueling this campaign. This pogrom. Vegetable soup.
And it's no added sugar. Watching the
Oh,
calories,
what?
you don't get to look like this by eating
No.
cakes.
The devil's dandruff, sugar. I love that stuff.
Do you?
Uh-huh. I used to drink 6 glass bottles of Iron Brew a day
A day.
when I was 18, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, I was recently down to Blackpool,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought, being Scottish,
Uh-huh.
I better support the side. And
Okay.
I ordered my first Iron Brew, and I kept telling people this is probably my first in 20 years. It's probably my first
Uh-huh.
since the 80s.
Okay, yeah.
It's the most horrendous, disgusting, awful drink.
No, they've
I've
changed
ever
the
had.
recipe.
It sticks to your
They've
teeth.
changed the recipe.
Oh, terrible.
Do you know why it was invented?
No.
It was Glasgow, the docks,
Right.
bars,
Okay.
and the locals, the craftsmen of the docks were on the swallow all the time. They're drunk as skunks, scooping the whiskey. Iron Brew was seen as a non-alcoholic alternative. So it's got a kind of whiskey, you could kind of, what is this?
I don't know. I just...
My mother used to drink, no, she still does, drink, say, whiskey with an Iron Brew
Oh, a
mixer.
cocktail.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I convinced her that Iron Brew Wicked was non-alcoholic.
Oh,
So she was drinking whiskey with alcoholic wicked.
right. My mother has the same thing. Well, it's a similar. She doesn't drink.
No.
She doesn't believe in drinking. It's wrong, but she loves sangria.
Yeah. Sangria. My mother likes a sambuca,
Oh,
but she calls it sambuki.
sambuki.
Sambuki. And it's kind of makes sense, I suppose. Sambuki.
Sambuki. I'm not a drinker myself.
No, I am.
I know. Your very first podcast, I could hear you walking along the corridor, clink, clink,
Clinking,
clink,
clinking,
on your
clinking.
balls.
Yeah. Oh.
They were gone in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, enjoy it. That was a European lager.
Oh, was that a cheeky little number?
That was at Estrella Damm.
Oh.
And that's the beer of the revolution. Quite like that stuff. Estrella Damm. It's nice. Yeah, it's very good. But we're having a coffee just now.
Yes, as we said before, everyone loves drinking and eating biscuits in their ears. It's the best part of a podcast, hearing someone eat. But
Like a nacho and cheese would be a good one. Something slurpy. You crack open a tin of that soup. I'll get out the salt and vinegar quavers. What's that thing you spoke about, the noises? Is it ADR?
ASMR.
ASMR.
Yes.
Would somebody pay to hear you just eat a tin of soup?
They have been offered.
Yeah.
Since doing the YouTube show,
Mm-hmm.
it's been mentioned on several occasions. I think just joking. People are they're full of fun. But there's
Okay.
been a couple of requests,
Uh-huh.
proper ones,
Right, okay.
to ask to
Oh.
send a personal file of me just doing it. Because I'd done it in one show where
Okay.
I was joking. Part of the show is where I travel into the future
Okay.
to steal ideas for YouTube channels so I can invent them.
Okay.
And it was an ASMR one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm leaning into the mic really quiet. Then I cough really loud, and then I shout on help and all this sort of thing. And just, and one of the sounds to start with is my nails on a blackboard. But then after that, I started getting genuine requests. You just send me the file, and I was
People
like,
are degenerates, aren't they?
I took it as a compliment, and of course I sent the file.
Pucker up, buttercup.
I'll tell you something. ASMR makes my skin crawl.
No, I don't fancy it.
When you occasionally find them on YouTube, and there's a girl tapping her nails. Why are you doing that? And it's just speak normally. I hate it. It hurts my skin
Yeah,
to hear it.
the
It's-
throat clearing, though. When someone loosens.
Oh, and that
Many
no,
years
that's not
ago, I coughed, and I'm sure there's a bit of lung in it. There's fibres and stuff.
good. Yeah, some
Veins,
feathers.
Veins. Oh, there was a guy in my hometown. I'm not going to name his name. I'm trying to keep everything quite discreet with people. But he used to clear his throat, and the thing, it was a loogie. Is that what the American? A loogie.
Yeah.
And me and my brother looked down at this thing. It was like writhing with tadpoles.
Oh.
It was a thing. It kind of went towards the drain and disappeared into
Oh,
the sewers.
yeah.
One of those things.
Yeah, it's probably about 14 foot long now.
Yeah, just a mass.
Did
Sentient
you,
mass.
Did you ever do, is it DDS, with the drug development thing up at Nine Wells, and you go for a month?
People I know did it.
Yeah, I'd done it. And
But I've told you I'm a medical anomaly. So once
I
they got
know you
hold
are.
of me,
I'm
they would never
looking
let
at
me
you
go.
right now,
They would
and
never
I
let me go.
understand this. And I done it where I actually had to just test something. So I wasn't getting
Okay.
tested upon.
Mhm.
It was just a inhaler.
Okay.
With nothing in it, and you're
uh-huh.
just, it was that sort of thing. But there was one guy that went. I'll be discreet. I'll call him Barry because that was his name.
Barry, yeah.
And he came up to a meeting we were having, and
Right.
we hadn't seen him for a month. And he come in, he was white as a sheet.
Oh my God.
He'd lost about 2 stone in weight. And he says, I just can't blow my nose. There's something bugging me. He says, I could feel this pressure. And he'd done it in the middle of the meeting, on the carpet. One of those footballer, hold one nostril and blast.
Oh, I know the style. Yeah.
I swear.
Wax comes out your lungs and
it
stuff.
was it was an abortion.
Oh.
Whatever came out had a tail. It had a dark purple tail with a light pink front. It was flesh. It looked like flesh.
Kind of Halley's Comet.
Exactly.
Oh.
You know when Alien is still inside someone and you get to see a scan of it?
It's just
Exactly
writhing.
like that, yeah.
The drug development thing, which I never did because I'm a medical anomaly.
Yes.
They
You say it like you've won a prize.
Good. I'll have to take. I've had it laminated. I'll take it in. They offered. I considered it
Yeah.
to remove your big toe in a
Alright.
surgical and kind of just in a lop off an axe. They would
Okay.
remove it, then reattach it, and you got £5,000. And I thought about it. And another one, they stopped your heart and then resuscitated you.
I've heard these a million times.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you go up and you get nothing like that, and they say nothing happens to you, but things do happen to you.
They happened down in
Yeah.
England. And
Yeah,
that
people-
group, they
yeah.
inflated. The guy went up like like a birthing pool.
To come home
Swell.
on the end of a string.
There's a young lady in this building we know. She had a reaction, and we've seen photographs of her face.
Oh my, yes, a young lady.
Oh, a young lady.
Her
Her
head-
skin was as taut as a bongo drum. It was unbelievable.
We had heard her head had grown 3 times its size. Now, you know how people exaggerate.
Yeah. No, I don't
And
know.
then we were shown
People exaggerate.
a picture, and Goran and myself had to leave because we were laughing so hard at this poor individual's giant head.
She looked like the one woman on Tinder that would date John Merrick. That's what she looked like. But then it forced the skin loose, and then when she shriveled back again,
Oh, it
she
was like a
left-
testicle.
Yeah.
She looked like corned beef.
Oh,
It was terrible.
her eyes. It's the eyes.
Her eyes were down at her cheeks.
Her eyes. Yeah.
It was terrible. That was so funny. She still has a funny colour about her.
She's never. She's
Mhm.
never sprung back.
No, I
'Cause
don't think with
yeah.
that skin you could.
No. Just like shed it like a kind of gecko. Does
Yeah.
the lizards shed their skin, don't they?
I
used
think
to have
so.
snakes when I was a kid.
They would shed, yeah.
They would shed their skin.
That would,
Delicious. I used to think about eating it.
no,
Just
you don't do
skin.
that. Nah, best not.
Yeah. My cockroaches, they shed their skin. I'll take one up one of these days and show you.
You know what? Of all the things, I feel
Mhm.
some things you've got to see everything, you've got to experience,
Mhm.
to learn, to grow.
You'd need
But
to.
you're all right.
No,
It
you're
doesn't
not.
matter.
One escaped
Uh-oh.
and they ran along the corridor and went into somebody's studio. So my studio now has cockroach excluders.
I saw your cockroach excluder,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was a bit of dowling at the door.
There's a bit of dowling. I don't think
It's not going to work.
I don't think it's going to stop them. No,
They're fast as well, aren't they?
unbelievably fast. But the thing is, if I'm tidying up my studio, dozens of dead ones fall out of nooks
Oh.
and crannies. I had an old pair of jeans and I gave them a shake, and it was about 30 of them in there.
Oh no,
30
you
of them.
can't do this.
No,
Why do you have them? Is it company?
it's company.
Yeah.
They never answer back. They've got a love for me that's deep. It's a deep love. It's
Do you act like a
god.
A god.
I got
and
to
then
feed them.
you smite them.
I smite them.
if they annoy you, you just stamp on one.
God, like you play your computer games like Sims and stuff, don't you? Like that's a godlike power.
No, I don't play that because
No,
I
you
don't
don't.
have the need to be
No.
a god.
Those games that I'm not. The last game I particularly played was Pac-Man,
Oh, so
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
but I did play Command and Conquer
All right,
many
okay.
years ago, and I liked making the wee base.
Just a place.
I didn't like the whole battle element. I just like getting everything nice and stowed away and tidy. You know, you could build stuff.
You know what? To be fair, I play PUBG,
Okay, PUBG,
and you're
okay.
dropped onto an island.
Okay.
You have to get guns. There's 100 people,
Mhm.
and the area you're in shrinks all the time
Oh.
until you fight your way out.
Right, okay,
One left standing. I've won it 3 times in 2 years.
okay.
But I really enjoy if I parachute into a little compound area. There's no one about, and you go, this is lovely. If I could just get a nice corner settee in there and a TV, I really like some of the houses.
Chaise long.
Yeah, I think a swooning couch is what I'd refer it.
And
And I play the game, and sometimes you're going, oh, look at the view out into the water, and it's really lovely. I really enjoy that. And then some bastard comes along and shoots me in the face.
shoot you in the face. The Queen Victoria's son, who was the one that became
Albert.
king after him?
Oh, I don't know.
George. The
I
royal
don't know.
family. It's a
Don't
hot.
care.
It's a hot topic at the moment.
Yes.
But he had a fellatio chair.
Oh, what?
He had a custom-made fellatio chair.
In what position would he be in?
He kind of on his front on all
Oh,
fours, and it
yeah.
presented his
Oh, yes.
his
Prince
parts,
Albert.
his parts
Yeah.
to the Supplicant.
Supplicant.
The supplicant.
That's
Look it up.
an
Google
appropriate word.
royal family sex chair. It's a thing. But I think it had the kind of stirrups.
Oh.
And I think it had handles so you could like hold on tight.
Oh.
Hold on
I remember
tight.
when it used to be that point of climax that my legs would shoot out.
Oh.
But I don't
Oh
get
my
that
God.
now.
No.
The only time I get that is when I
You
get
don't
up.
climax now.
When I get up in the morning
Aye.
and I stand up, my
Aye.
legs go into. The last time I saw something like it, when they were turning on the dinosaur
Okay.
in the morning,
Okay.
when they were shooting Jurassic Park,
Okay.
it would vibrate uncontrollably,
Oh.
and I get that in both my legs for about 5 minutes before I
Spasms.
can. Yeah,
That's spasms.
they just shoot out straight, and
You ever had a day when your eye just twitches all day?
all day.
It's just all day. It's just
I
no
enjoy
stop.
it. There's
So do I.
It's a bit like when you're on a gouge. You know, you just switch off.
It's
and
getting older's like the film The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. There's a
Yes.
fascination in the way you're just falling to bits.
Yeah, I
Teeth
think
are
it's
coming out,
yeah.
ears falling out, earwax. I've never had so much earwax. In
I
my
don't
entire
get
life.
earwax.
Unbelievable amounts of it.
Don't get any.
And what tends to happen is I feel like a buzzing in my head and a bit rolls out. And I'm talking quite a big bit. But it's spherical.
Yeah,
What's made that?
there's someone living in
There's
there.
something in there. An earwig.
This year,
A forky tail. A
this
clip
year,
shear.
I could. You know all the bugs.
I do.
You know all the popular
I
bugs.
know.
This year I had a sore ear.
Okay.
Couldn't get to the bottom of it.
No.
And
Cotton bud.
well, I went to Nine Wells, see a specialist,
Uh-huh.
and they said,
Proctologist.
I
so
saw,
you-
yeah. "Oh, see, when you get to a certain age, honestly, I can judge the size of someone's wedding ring. I've had so many fingers up my arsehole.
Oh.
It's unbelievable." But anyway, I go up,
Uh-huh.
and she saw, "I see you surf."
Oh.
And I went, "Yeah." She goes, "I know what's wrong. It's the cold water.
Okay.
Years of it.
Uh-huh.
It wrecks your ears."
Oh my.
And the tube that goes from my ear, I can't remember the name of it, to your throat.
Lug
She goes-
tube.
It's the lug tube.
Lug tube.
That's not working right. That's all it
Okay.
is. And I got a balloon,
Mm-hmm.
right? You blow it up,
Uh-huh.
you stick it up your nose,
Uh-huh.
and you take a drink of water, you swallow, there's a burp, pop, bang, crack,
What in the name of
and then it
Christ is
opens the tube up and takes all the fluid out, and the pain went away.
That's marvellous.
Took like 3 times, and that was it. It says you could get steroids and stuff. I won't give you that.
No.
Just do this.
Uh-huh.
So they didn't. You have to buy them. They don't provide them on the NHS, and it's just a balloon with a little nose thing.
I went deaf as a small child,
Mm-hmm.
and it was because my eardrums collapsed, called gummy ear.
Oh.
It's a thing of poverty.
Oh yeah. Well.
I don't think I was breastfed. I didn't have the, you've got to get the first milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they put a thing called a grommet
Oh yeah.
into your ear. Have you
Oh.
heard of a grommet?
I was worried I was going to get one this year,
But did they remove the grommet or the grommet?
it falls
there?
out.
Does it?
It falls out.
Does the
and
grommet?
the eardrum grows over.
It falls out.
It repairs itself. It could take, I think it's like 12 to 18 months, and it just
I was
pops
just
out.
in a ward full of people with grommets in.
That, see, now they used to do that in the
Uh-huh,
80s,
uh-huh.
that you'd get it all the time.
I think that's control
But they
chip.
like ship toothpaste. It's like they would do that all the time, but you
Okay.
don't seem to get it now because
No.
it's not a pleasant thing to go through.
It's like braces.
Yeah.
They used to just glue those on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone got their ears pinned back when I was a kid because being Scottish, every kid had ears
No, my
like
ears
a
were
wingnut.
fine, flat to the
Have
head.
you seen mine?
Yeah, I'm
Cheesy
noticing
papes.
them.
Oh my god.
They're forcing against the earphones. My cousin had his ears pinned back, but one came loose. So he's got one that's just perfectly. And
That there was
yeah.
always a kid in your class.
Yeah.
The one went pop.
I
came
saw the internal structure of a testicle when I was at school.
Who showed you that? Is
A
that your
guy-
teacher?
No, a guy was. I'm going to show you the internal structure of my testicles. No, a guy got kicked in the balls playing
Yes.
football, and his testicle ruptured,
Oh.
and it was like the fat inside a chicken.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Mm.
they had to sew it back together. I think.
I can do a trick.
No, here we go. Right.
No. I have what's called, and born this way,
Uh-huh.
a herniated testicle.
Okay.
So I can take my right
One,
testicle,
put it back into the
I
cavity.
can push it up into my stomach, in the front.
Okay.
So there's a lump just below about halfway to my belly button.
Okay.
And I remember saying to my mate Steve, who was a bit of a macho guy, I said, "Steve, I've got a lump and I'm a bit worried about it."
Oh,
And he went, let's see it. He went,
was this in the gang hut? Out in the woods?
no, we were 29 at the time.
Up
And I
a
said-
tree?
I says, could you have a look at it? And he went,
Oh,
that looks bad. I says, it feels a bit hard. It moves around a bit. He went,
God,
let's
no.
see. And he touched it. And I went, oh. And he went, that's sore. He says, you need to get to the doctors now. He says, I'd actually say go to the hospital, go to the A&E. I says, follow it. It moves.
ugh.
And he followed it and went, bump, right into my testicles. I thought he was going to knock my fucking head off.
Oh, God almighty.
He was so offended.
Did he just lingered on it. Was
This
this in a
was a-
circular motion when he was examining it?
Oh, it was a
Wax
finger,
on, wax off.
a fingertip cupping motion.
That is
Like you're picking up a grape.
That is an abusive situation.
I
Poor
think I
guy.
me too them, but it wasn't abusive because everyone was watching.
Oh, God,
Is that not
somehow
right?
makes it worse. That somehow makes it worse. Oh, what's been happening in Dundee? Did we look at the press?
Oh, once again, we were supposed to look at the
It's too- there's-
fantastic
There's
local
there's
papers.
too much. There's too much happens.
It's if you pick up the Courier,
Mm-hmm.
you can't get beyond the courts.
Mm-hmm.
My favourite one was last year. That
Okay.
someone, now this was a juror,
Uh-huh.
kept getting up to stretch his legs and
Mhm.
then started texting.
Oh my God. all the ne'er-do-wells in Dundee know each other though.
Mm-hmm.
Can if they were to do one of these situations like in Seven, can the police station and they're trying to solve the crime and they've got the various elements of the crime and all the faces, everybody's related and knows each other.
Yeah.
It's just two pictures.
Yeah.
The person and the person that get killed went to school together. There's no stranger danger in Dundee.
Have you ever done the jury service?
That no.
Well, I've done it 3 times now.
I'd love a good juicy murder, would you?
And it's, well,
A bludgeoning.
it's never like that.
No.
I mean, I'm sure it happens, but it's always something really rubbish. The last
No.
time I was at court, we're walking to Tesco's and we saw
Mhm.
a guy breaking into a factory, so I phoned the police.
Mm-hmm.
He got caught. So I go up, and you go into a little side room before you go in as a witness. And it's very controlled because
yeah.
the people there's not a lot of thought going on, so it's
No.
very controlled.
Yeah.
So when they meet you and you start talking back to them, they go, right, you're fine, and they're all just calm down.
Okay.
And then you get someone sort of to assist you and say, here's what's going to happen, here's how you respond, just yes or no, you don't need to go into detail.
Okay.
And you're like, okay. So there was 2 girls came in across
Yeah.
from us,
Mhm.
and the girl went, I'm not going to do this. Right, so it's another case.
Okay.
She goes, I'm not going to do this. And her mate says, why not? She says, I'm too scared of you coming with me. So they were called,
Oh my God.
and he went, and then the girl got sent out. So he says, you can't have your mates in, right? They didn't realise. So this girl's sitting there, her mate, she shouldn't even be in there. Then this guy comes in, and he's saying, where's the young lass that's here? And he says, oh, she's went in. Oh, right, okay, went away. Next thing you know, all the police burst in. He was a family member of the guy that was being accused of
So-
it and came in looking for the girl.
Witness intimidation.
He got arrested for it, and then instantly they said, right, this is all done. We'll
Uh-huh.
have to come back because this guy, we're pulling him in now, and he's going to be charged right in front of the sheriff. So we hadn't even got in yet.
Uh-huh.
So I go in, and you've got to, say, your sort of oath and all this sort of
Uh-huh.
thing. Yeah, no
You swear in the
problem.
Bible?
You know what? You get a choice,
Mhm.
and obviously, it just took longer to say, no, I'm not swearing on a Bible. So I
Okay.
went, yeah, whatever.
Okay,
It doesn't mean
yeah,
anything to
yeah,
me.
No.
So I didn't care.
Okay.
But you're in this little, what's it called?
Booth?
A booth, a little pulpit thing you're in.
Yeah.
Now you're in a courtroom and you think this is a very serious place, and it is. You don't
Yeah,
mess
yeah.
around.
No, you don't.
But on the pulpit, everyone's wrote their names. And it's all got Lochie Fleet and Hilton Huns, and there's all names all
What?
over it. It's all graffitied. And it's all picked out, and it's really bad.
Uh-huh.
And this is where you go as a witness. So the defence
Uh-huh.
guy came up with his clock and he said, so you saw this man or woman? And I went, well, it was a man. And he says, and how do you know? I says, well, I can tell the difference.
Okay.
And he says, but how could you tell the difference that night? I said, I saw a man break into a building. I phoned the police. They arrested the man that I described, and the man's here now. And he went, okay, thank you for that. Next question. And he must have been 24, and he
Oh.
started getting redder and redder.
Matlock.
He's got to represent
Yeah,
this guy.
yeah.
He's got to find a reason. But the sheriff started laughing, and then he started saying, "So this man or woman," and the sheriff went, "I'll stop you there. Just leave that one alone. Move on," like that.
Yeah.
And he was sweating. I felt really bad
But
for him.
it's like any job. If you do it day to day, you can't take it seriously. It just
Yeah.
becomes every day. I remember watching a documentary about a guy, kind of Quincy style guy, doing the what do they call it when they cut open the corpses?
An
autopsy.
Yeah.
And each day there'd be a body on the slab. Can
Mhm.
he have so many things to do each day?
Yeah.
Each day was much and such like the same. But he said at a particular point of the autopsy, he'd open a particular part of the body, and a smell would be produced. And his body subconsciously knew it was lunchtime coming up, so that smell would make him hungry.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
though
you
the
get
smell was
trained.
like a spleen or something, he was cutting
Yeah.
open a kind of waxy, spleeny smell. Yeah. No, I don't want to do stuff like that.
No.
Imagine dating a undertaker or something. They're holding your hand and
Oh.
running their fingers through your hair.
They wouldn't be used to it because you're all warm.
You're warm. They wouldn't like it. Could you go and have a wee cold shower?
Yeah.
Before we get down to it.
All right, so
Uh-huh.
still in court.
Okay. Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
I'm still in court.
Okay.
A same a piece.
Uh-huh.
Right. This guy,
Mm-hmm.
he was late to his own thing.
Okay.
Do you want to know why? He got out of jail 2 days before.
Oh, my God.
So he didn't give a damn. He
No,
was
no.
going back.
No,
It didn't
yeah.
matter. He was
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back.
yeah.
So he goes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't care if I'm late.
Did he come in like Hannibal Lecter, getting on the...
He come in and he just looked like a kid,
Mm.
and he just didn't give a damn. He was looking around the roof like,
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
bother with me. He didn't
No.
bother with anything.
No.
So I go out, and the guide you out, and the policeman goes, "Thanks for that." And he takes you out the back and just goes sit in the waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
So my partner, has to go in because she was there as well. She says the exact same as me.
Okay.
But in the waiting room,
Mm-hmm.
I watched this woman. She must have been about 27,
Okay.
blonde hair,
Uh-huh.
tied back, Dundee facelift,
Uh-huh.
pink Adidas tracksuit,
Courtwear.
courtwear.
Lovely.
But she's got a bag of popcorn. She's thrown one in her mouth and one over her shoulder. One in her mouth, one over her shoulder as she was walking.
Uh-huh.
And I saw this policeman go to walk up to her, and he just went, "Oh, fuck this." It just went away. And she's walking up and down the whole place because there's like 3 areas to the waiting room,
Okay.
like a ward. And she's walking back and forward, throwing popcorn over her shoulder.
Strange.
Then across from me,
Did she have a pet squirrel or something?
it was very odd. On her own, nobody said anything.
No.
She seemed perfectly normal as much as
Apart from the
popcorn.
thing.
Then right across from me, so I'm sitting there all prim and proper
Uh-huh.
because you're in court and there's a lot of tough people.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there trying to be
Don't make eye contact.
no eye contact.
Okay.
I'm like a plant in the corner.
Mhm,
I don't
mhm.
exist.
Okay.
And there's a girl across from me. Now she's wearing a lemon all-in-one tracksuit.
Yeah,
It was
lemon.
toweling.
Citrus.
It was amazing.
Oh.
And she had this brassy, blonde, long, extension-filled hair.
Okay.
And she's looking at her phone, and her phone's all pink with rhinestones on it.
Okay.
She throws her phone on the ground, and she goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." And it was like she was waiting on a response, so I looked out the window.
Uh-huh.
And she went, "I've just lost all my photos, all my photographs, that's my family, my dog, everything, they're all gone." She started screaming, right? "Oh, I've lost them. And everyone's looking.
Mm-hmm.
The people, the clerk of the court, the police, they were so used to it, they looked in, they went, "No one's dying," got back on with their business,
That's
right?
Okay.
And she's hitting the phone off the ground,
Okay.
and she's pulling at her clothes, she's starting to freak out. I thought she was going to start
Clawing
stripping.
at her chest. Uh-huh.
She was panicking. Then she picked them up and she went, "Oh no, there they are," and went back to texting like nothing happened. I'm shaking. I'm
It's
terrified.
It's like a dog's life. Can just extremes or just nothing and then extreme happiness.
Yes,
Gets a biscuit, gets excited, eats a biscuit,
it's just
farts, lies down.
a bipolar
It's extremes.
life. Yeah.
It's extremes. The biggest crime that ever happened in my hometown, the school.
Right.
Remember I said I was at grammar school,
Yes.
an elite grammar school. Somebody broke in.
Mm-hmm.
So they came in through a skylight in the gym department, fell to the ground, Tom Cruise style, scuttled. They had to go along a long corridor, but
Mhm.
every few steps there was a fire door. He had a
Right.
hammer with him, smashed his way through the toughened glass, crawled through one door, another bit, crawled through, scratching himself, there's blood everywhere. I think it was about 10 doors he got through, but it was
Right.
late at night, nobody was going
Right.
about. Gets into the office, goes in, there's a safe, there's nothing he can really steal. He's like, oh, foiled. Sees a typewriter sat there. What do you think he does? types his name.
Amazing.
Goes back the way he came. Police come in the following day. Crime of the century. Oh, it can't be this guy. Surely not. Go to his house. It was him.
That's incredible.
That was a crime.
But I have heard
Uh-huh.
when the police go to someone's house
Mhm.
and it's been broken into,
Yeah.
they check the landline to see who was last phoned. People phone their mates. They use the phone
Oh, yeah.
and they'll phone their mates and they'll
There
get them.
was a guy, a kind of pub mate from many years ago, and he
Mhm.
was in charge in the Dundee Council when they're sending out tradesmen council houses to get them fixed.
Okay, yeah.
And he'd have to deal with the blowback at stuff would happen, like some old lady would irately phone. And on one occasion, the woman came back. She was getting storage heaters fitted. Came back.
Okay.
Storage heaters were fixed. She was like delighted. On the stairs there's a pair of work boots.
Mm-hmm.
There's a boiler suit, clothes, pants. She's like, that's strange. Goes upstairs. Here's a workman sound asleep in a bath. He'd run himself a bath. And then another woman phoned. And they'd come in. Someone else had been done, but painting and decorating done by the council. The house stank of shite.
Mm-hmm.
And it stank of shite for days. And they were looking about, where's this smell of shite coming from? The workman had stood in the dog shit outside, and he decided to wipe his shoes clean in the back of her curtains.
Oh my word.
So the big smear of dog shit up the back of her curtains. I never let a workman in the house without watching them.
No, I have to watch them.
They'll be through my underwear drawer.
Yeah, don't want
You
that
know it.
barbed wire.
Just everything.
A couple of years ago,
Uh-huh.
we had repairs getting done to the roof.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So the guys are outside,
Mm-hmm.
and I hear them going, "That's how it works, mate. That's how it's done. I bet
Okay.
you didn't think that."
Oh, my God.
Another one's going, "That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing."
Okay.
So I look out the window, and one's handcuffed to the ladder. I don't
What?
know why, but the one that was handcuffed going, "How about that? Bet you didn't expect that." Another guy's going, "That's incredible. That's absolutely amazing." And they were both stunned, but he was handcuffed. And I thought, I don't want to see what's coming next, so I just left it.
What? I think a lot of guys like that are on coke.
There's a lot of drugs in the
A lot of
building
drugs in the
industry.
building trade, yeah.
Like fishermen, same thing.
Handcuffs. I told you I tried to buy a deadly weapon on the internet and had the police round at the door. I wanted to buy a small pen-sized retractable baton, but I was going to use it not for a rampage. I was using it for breaking up stuff. And the border patrol seized it,
Oh my
and
word.
2 police officers came out to my house
Again.
to discuss it. So border patrol have suggested I get myself a lawyer if I want the item back. I've just said, you know something, just keep it. Just keep it. I'm on a list.
Well, you are now. And the thing is, get yourself a lawyer if you want it back. I know you. I bet it didn't cost any more than $2.95, including postage.
It was $6.99 including postage.
Oh, it must have been special. Was it chromed or something?
I was so tempted to say to the guy, you know, Kim, this is good to see the job well done, but Kim, I had like lorry load of poor dead Vietnamese people. They can't stop that coming in the country. It's impossible. That's a crime, in my opinion.
That
a
I would
small
consider that a crime.
pen-sized. You could basically stir your latte with it. Give it a nice froth. Can move that froth about, but no.
I knew someone, a
Mhm.
friend of mine. She bought a coat from Hong Kong.
Oh God, aye. Human
Just a-
skin coat.
It was cat.
Oh.
It was cat. And the fur, they said it was fake fur.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, some areas now you are allowed cat because
Yeah.
soft gloves is cat leather.
Okay.
But you didn't know that. And
I've got a pair of
they
soft
stopped
gloves.
it. Yeah.
Oh no.
They stopped it, and they said you're not getting it.
But they say that faux leather, faux
Mhm.
fur,
Yeah.
good quality faux fur is quite expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheaper just to have rabbit.
Yeah.
So there's
everyone
a lot
was
of
rabbit,
vegans
wasn't it?
going
Yeah.
about. Poor vegans are hard. They're a pilloried a bunch of people.
I think so. I think
so.
unfairly so.
Yeah. So they're going about in their faux fur jackets, but it's not. It's actually rabbit.
Rabbit. Yeah. You get a
know,
lot of that.
rabbit.
You feel it right away. It's
Know the difference.
it's super soft.
Ken, if you're going to eat cow, you might as well use every bit of the cow, in my opinion.
Leather, everything. Yeah.
Human leather, do you think it'd be good?
What to eat?
Just
To
human
gnaw
leather
on.
to wear like
To
a little
wear.
waistcoat, like Ed Gein.
I think it'll be.
He had a belt made of clitorises.
Oh. Well, it's kind of like a Sam
That's
Brown.
a talking point, isn't it?
Yeah, talking point. Yeah, down at the local bar.
Aye.
Ed, I noticed your belt.
Oh,
It looks familiar.
it looks familiar. Scottish men wouldn't know what it was.
No, they wouldn't have a
chance.
clue.
They wouldn't have an idea. Yeah, the sun is shining again.
I think
There's a bit of snow on
for
the
Scottish men, the closest they get to anything sexy
ground.
is in a people ski jacket.
Christ,
Yeah.
sexy Scottish guys. Sean Connery.
Sean Connery was bald and had no teeth.
Is he no teeth?
When he was a young man, when he was playing James Bond, he was bald. That was a wig, and he had no teeth. It was false.
But they just used to. They got paid by the tooth.
Yeah,
My
that sounds
father,
right. Yeah.
my father's a baker, and he'd went to the dentist, and the dentist had said to him, "You've got baker's teeth, because there's a lot of sugar in the environment. It just rots your teeth." And he just said, "We'll just take them out," and he took them out in one setting,
Yeah.
the whole lot.
It used to be a thing. We'll
Yeah.
just take your teeth out, and you
Yeah.
can have ulcers,
Yeah.
and you'll have no toothache again.
No
Normal.
toothache ever.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's not good.
Yeah. False
I
teeth.
had to get a tooth taken out
Oh gosh.
because I was going camping once
Mhm.
and was stopped off at this little forest that I would get some wood with my friend, and he's over at one part of the woods and I'm at another. And he
Okay.
looks at me and he goes, "What's that on your face?"
Oh.
And I went, "What? I don't." He went, That on your face." And I was,
Oh.
"What are you talking about?" And it was like in slow motion. He starts ripping his jumper off and is running towards me. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" So I start to run away
Okay.
because I just thought he'd lost his mind. I was always waiting on it.
Okay.
But it turns out I was covered in bees
Oh.
that crawled up all over me and I didn't even know they were there. And then as he started running, at once they all stung.
Okay.
I was stung in the eyeball. I was stung in
It's
the
like they were
mouth.
waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In the ears, everywhere.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
My face swole up, so I ran, and I'm stripping, just trying to get all these
Okay,
things off. He's
okay.
hitting me.
Okay.
One flew towards him, and he went, "Oh," and ran away. So I jump in the car. I get down the road half a mile, and then the second wave that were up my trousers stung. And about just above my knees, all the way down, it was getting stung to hell. But at this point, you could just sort of take the pain.
Oh yeah.
There were just
Kinda
so many
enjoy
stings.
it.
Yeah, it was lovely. So I get to
Good
the
for
campfire.
arthritis, bee stings.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it.
No.
So I get to the campfire,
Uh-huh.
and then the pain starts coming.
Okay.
And we're like, "I've got to go."
Uh-huh.
So my mouth started hurting. My eye, I could see at this point. So I drove back to Dundee and I thought, right, I've got to go to hospital. This is
Okay.
terrible.
Uh-huh.
They laid me down and picked, butt naked,
Uh-huh.
5 nurses with tweezers pulling all the stings out, over 200.
It's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
It was. And then I said, "The pain in my mouth's terrible." And I
Oh.
went, "Let's have a look." I went and got the doctor. He says, "Your gum has swollen so much it's split the tooth down the middle." The next day I was in getting it pulled out. They said, "It's what a mess." It was unreal. But I'm not allergic, obviously. I would have been
No,
stone
no,
dead.
you
There was
would
a
have
kid. There was a kid in there that night
Uh-huh.
that almost died from just one sting.
I was stung in the groin by a bumblebee last year. That was excruciating.
It really hurts, doesn't it?
Excruciating. It's a bad one. It's a bad one. I remember I was walking in the Highlands of Scotland. Dangerous. Everything's out to get in the Highlands of Scotland. Drumnad Rocket.
Oh dear.
Walking
That's
along.
constantly damp.
Oh jeez. And I was a stabbing pain in the back of my neck. Like somebody'd stuck a hot needle in the back of my neck. And it was a shield bug.
Right, okay.
Those little things that kind of go about, "Bye, you
Yeah,
guys." Yeah, it
just don't
stung me in the
bother
back of the neck. It was feasting on my blood. It had its
Oh.
proboscis inside me.
Oh dear.
But I had a big pluke, big zit behind my ear.
Okay.
This is about 10 years ago. And it was giving me a bit of jip, giving me a bit of pain.
Right.
And I reached behind my ear to see how it was getting on. I gave it a little squeeze, and it was full of maggots. So I think I'd had a little zit, and as I'd slept, maybe a blue bottle had just landed there and thought, "Oh, that's a nice little hatchery."
I'll just
And
pop
just
it in.
Tiny little maggots.
Maggots.
Oh,
That explains everything I need to know about you.
parasites. What's the thing? The guinea worm. That's the thing that comes out your knee.
What's the one that comes out your bum and you've got to put the light on at night? You got to lie in the dark. You've got to get a friend with a torch behind you and you just
That
wait.
Seems very unlikely.
No, this is what they told me. This is
Okay.
what my mate told me. He says, "You got
band
worms, I
camp.
can tell
Aye.
by your eyes."
Were they drawn to the worms?
They were, well, what you do, you wait,
Okay.
right? And it's dark and they go, "Oh, it's good, I can come out in the dark." You put the light on,
That startles
grab them.
Startles them.
Yeah,
Gee.
that's what he told me.
what's the thing? The tsetse fly. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's under your
that makes you
skin.
blind or something?
Bot flies.
fly.
Oh, yeah.
They're terrible. They dig right down, don't they?
Just people are going in these holidays now to places, and I mean, it's just everyone's just moving around you in the water supply, and just like
It's like Australia. Everyone says, "You've been to Australia? Have you seen the spiders they have in their house?"
Well,
there?
I like spiders.
Oh,
I don't
know.
mind them.
I don't mind them in the house here because they're cool wee things.
Yeah. Oh,
You know?
Yeah, something genuinely dangerous.
But something like 12 inches across running across the floor at 30 miles an hour, I'm panicking.
Well, back in the day, the women used to give themselves a tapeworm to lose weight.
That's right. Just, you know what? For half the money, I would stand in front of the fridge with a baseball
Just
bat,
snatch your food out of their mouth and eat it.
smack their face.
I'd love that job. Pavarotti's feeder. No, the opposite of a feeder. Yeah. Blocker, food blocker.
Blocker. That's a bit
Yeah.
like Aerosmith now. They can't be around anyone that drinks is on drugs because
Oh,
they'll just explode into drinking and drugs again.
Aerosmith. Who's the main guy for that band?
Steve
He just looks
Tyler.
like he would reek, doesn't he?
He's
He's like a poor man's Mick
elderly.
Jagger, and I've got a very low opinion of Mick Jagger, I have to say.
agree, yes.
Mick Jagger.
He's a horrible
People
person.
in the 1980s thought the farewell tour of the Rolling Stones, and they thought, we'd better go and see this because we won't see it like again. 2019, you can go and see those garbage. Garbage.
It's not for me.
Am I the only person in the world that dislikes Keith Richards?
I'm going to back you up on that, and I'll tell you why. Someone didn't die, and that's their claim to fame.
Yeah.
If you're rich, you didn't die. It's a bit like being a royal in the military. They go, aren't the brave?
Yeah.
Everyone around them's brave. Everyone around them's doing the same job.
Yeah.
It's
They
the
take-
same thing.
You know that the royal family take a surgeon with them.
What?
There's a surgeon with them. Like one of the top surgeons in the country just travels with them, just in case
Just
they
in
get
case.
a cough or
Oh,
trip.
is that where they live forever?
Yeah. They
They've
are
got-
quite long lived.
They've got the cure to cancer.
Oh, the Queen Mother, eh? Remember her?
I met her.
Did you?
I was run out of the Harris Academy, and there was a bunch of people at a factory gate. It's now flats, luxury flats.
Okay. Is there a blue plaque up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I squeezed my way to the front. I think it was first year, something like that. And I squeezed my way to the front.
Mm-hmm.
And he, "Oh, hello, who are you?" And I went, "What, who are you?"
Yeah.
And it was like, "Well, who are you? Are you from up at the school?" And I'm like, "What, who are you?" And then just ran away.
it was a
I didn't
Queen
know who it was, yeah.
When I was at school, a Chinook helicopter landed in our play park,
Okay.
and it was for children in need, and Taggart was carried off. Carried off.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Taggart. Everybody should know what Taggart is. shouldn't
Yes, everyone knows
they?
Taggart.
Mick McManus? No.
Somebody McManus.
Michael Marvin.
Oh,
He was the brother of the lead singer of The Sweet.
how unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yes, that's correct.
Well, anyway, Taggart was drunk as a skunk.
Oh,
I had his signature somewhere for many years. Wasn't a good signature.
that was
Wasn't a good signature.
where another show
Mm-hmm.
where you never heard them say when someone broke into the house. They said someone's broke into the house. They wouldn't say it's been burgled.
No, but
They couldn't say it.
No, they couldn't
It's
say it.
bad on this coast. You try the west coast.
Okay.
Try and say burglar alarm.
When I lived in Glasgow, I once saw Paul Daniels.
This is not a good
No,
thing.
no. But he's a wealthy man, Paul Daniels.
Uh-huh.
But he was taking his own equipment into the back of the theatre.
Mm-hmm.
But he looked like he was abnormally strong. You know what I mean? He was carrying huge pieces.
chimp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but he was looking about him.
He's got a head like a
Like,
Mekon.
you
Do
ever
you
seen
know
the
that
film?
reference?
Yeah. Have you ever
Okay.
seen the film Phantasm?
Yes,
You know where
fantastic.
the guys carrying the coffins.
Yeah.
That was like Paul
The
Daniels.
tall man.
Paul Daniels. But there's a story.
I have a feeling I know where this is
Do you know
going.
what I'm talking about?
Carry on.
Yeah, you know what's going.
I know what's
Sometimes you know what's about to happen. You can't stop it. In his pomp, in his prime, Paul Daniels, he lived out in some estate, and the Sun newspaper
Mhm.
was going to go and interview him.
Okay.
So they rang the big brass doorbell, ding dong, nobody came to the door. So the journalist and the photographer went down the side of the house and had a peek in, kind of tapping the glass. And they see Debbie McGee having intercourse with an Alsatian dog. So they take a wee photograph and it goes into the vault. I'm led to believe. But Debbie McGee came to Dundee many years ago because Paul Daniels gave her some
To work at
cash.
Brown Street Kennels.
No, even better. She had a ballet show.
That's
called
right. Yeah.
Ballet Solitaire.
You know too much.
Yeah, but Paul Daniels had sunk about £3 million into this pile
Right.
of shite. Nobody went. It was a little theatre, I believe.
Oh right.
Yeah,
So
Ballet
I had six
Solitaire.
people watching
Six people watching
it.
it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
see, the thing is, I've often felt there's no such thing as knowing too much.
No,
But after talking to you, I think
the thing is, mate, none of my knowledge is in any way useful.
this is the thing I've found in life. I have amazing talents
Right.
at things that you can't make money from.
Yeah, exactly. But at school, I couldn't learn a damn thing. Physics, no, I couldn't learn physics. Nothing. Now I know that Debbie McGee was caught having sex with an Alsatian dog. Now, unless I need to, if
Allegedly.
I had, yeah,
of course,
allegedly.
allegedly.
If I had
That's
that
not our opinion.
photograph,
Mhm.
I could earn money from that photograph, couldn't I?
But you have
Could
to
you?
have someone to buy it, because that would have to be shown. What would you do with it?
Somebody would buy it. And you
need
Crufts, round about Crufts would be the good time. Just go down to Crufts, dirty Mac on.
Oh my
Guys,
word.
do you want to see a photograph? Because the Alsatian breeders, they'd be the guys to go to.
Do you see at Crufts when they make the dogs stand up to attention where their fingers go?
Squeeze their arms.
It's not good. Yeah, it's not good.
The-
They're
the-
always having
the-
a feel.
Crafts. They have to
Mhm.
have testicles. They check the testicles.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes dogs have been neutered. So
Right.
there's people that can provide ceramic testicles.
Oh God, it would
So
be
their
like
dogs
the
can
Chinese balls. Cling, cling, cling.
Oh,
Imagine them running for a stick.
what
It'd
kind
be
of
agony.
what Chinese balls? The ones that got me.
No, not
Love
the ones
balls.
that go. No. They're
Oh.
metal ones with bells in them.
It's like the film Labyrinth.
How's that?
Ken, he's got the balls.
Yes,
David
exactly like that.
Do you know how they did
yes.
that?
I am aware.
That was a
Ah.
Frenchman, wasn't it?
It was a chap behind him.
Reaching under his oxters. That's his armpit.
That's it.
Yeah. I
Oh,
miss
a
David
good Dundee
Bowie.
one.
I miss David Bowie. I liked him.
Mm-hmm.
Off the wall kind of character.
Yes. I enjoyed his music.
Have you seen that concert he did with Tina Turner?
No.
They are. They'd met up. It was Tina Turner's comeback tour in the 80s,
Mhm.
and they're on stage. And each city she had a different guest star.
Okay.
And say it was Cincinnati.
Right.
I'm just not naming that. And David Bowie came on the stage. So he comes on the stage, and they're whispering to each other, and you can clearly see David Bowie, if you've got any kind of idea. Read his lips,
Mhm.
and he says, "My God, last night was good. My cock's still sore."
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my word.
classy, eh?
That's it.
When the super wealthy copulate with each other.
It seems very.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've often thought that.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the there's a lot of swinging going on within the rich and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I went to a wife swapping thing once and I was
Oh.
furious.
You didn't
I
have
got
a wife.
another wife.
No,
I wanted an Xbox or a mountain bike. I thought it was like Noel Edmonds swap shop.
keys in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
You rock up with like your wee Fiat Punto and you leave with like a Lamborghini or
Yeah, I
something.
thought it was going to be something great.
It's
Another wife.
Have we discussed wife swapping before? Not in day-to-day life, but it's no going to be like Eyes Wide Shut.
No, it's not.
not going to be.
No, it's not.
No,
It's gonna be-
oh dear.
You always see it.
Guys
You
with a
know-
colostomy bag.
Oh, well, if you're
A
lucky.
women with one eye.
It's not good.
In my hometown, there was a family that all had one eye. Have I ever told you that?
No.
Not between the whole lot of them.
Like passing that
There was
around.
there's a local alcoholic guy,
Right.
and he lived with his mum,
Mm-hmm.
and the mum came staggering into the street one day, and her eye was hanging by a thread, kind of like it had fallen out. He'd punched her and it knocked her eye out,
Oh.
and but she was going about, she lost her eye, but she
Right.
had a cat that had one eye and 3 legs, so she'd go about with this 3-legged, one-eyed cat. She had one eye. Then years later, he got caught in a skirmish between various alcoholics. He lost his eye.
Oh.
So he got a fake eye, and he'd come up to you and he'd pull his little glass eye out of his pocket and try and
Mhm.
scare you with it. But I always thought a glass eye would be like a gobstopper.
Oh no, it's not.
But it's not. It's like a wee
Yeah.
a wee concave thing.
So you get all your sort of.
Because inside the eye is not a
Yeah.
hollow space.
No,
there's,
you get
there's
fustiness.
matter in
Yeah.
there.
You got
Yeah.
to clean out with a
There's
cotton bud and some
But
alcohol.
then he lost his other eye in a further argument.
Oh,
No, both eyes gone.
deaf.
Oof.
I have. She's gone a long time now, but
Mhm.
on my street,
Uh-huh.
what are those dogs that they're They're fluffy black and they've got a blue tongue. They have a blue tongue. I can't remember what that. Yeah, you get dogs with a blue tongue. She was so obsessed with this dog. She dyed her hair black. She got a perm. And she would have sweets every single day that would make her tongue blue. And when we'd walk past as kids, she'd stick her tongue out. The dog would sit at the gate with its tongue hanging out. And she'd come out and go to all the kids with a blue tongue.
A street theatre, isn't it?
It was every day. It could have been a blizzard and she was there.
Those people, those kind of local characters have gone, haven't they?
I don't know. I feel they have. There is a guy at the moment that I see regularly going past the very busy Circle Main Road at my house, and he's in one of those Rascals. But he has armed it to the teeth with cans of Special Brew. There's some at his feet, there's some on the front. He's taped where the light is on the front. He's used gaffer tape to tape.
It's like on a trawler, the old tyres.
Yes, it's covered, but they're all full. So he's got access, and he has this huge straw. And he tears right across the middle of the road. The cars are screeching, and he's just waving one arm in the air. And he's had this thing souped up as well. This thing does about 20 miles an hour, and it's tearing down, and he's constantly going everywhere, and it's covered, and it just looks like a float for Special Brew.
There was a guy the other day I saw. He was a bit of character. He was head to toe in white Angora.
Oh, that's quite stylish.
So he had a big Angora babushka hat, Angora jersey, Angora waistcoat, trousers, and these Angora boots. He was just a static. You wouldn't have let him in the Manhattan Project. He'd have just set the whole thing off. He was going about the town. I miss people like that. People that dress up as something inappropriate.
There's a guy in the town, I think actually recently he was in a lot of trouble for some inappropriateness.
You're kidding me.
But he goes around with 2 cameras. He's been doing it for years.
He's got sandy hair and a pair of specs.
That's him.
He's a pervert.
Yes. And he carries 2 really expensive cameras.
What's he been doing lately?
And he's been taking pictures.
Upskirt?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Allegedly.
He always gives me the heebie-jeebies, that guy.
He just stands in the city centre.
Always by himself.
Always by himself taking pictures.
Yeah.
Very odd.
There was a guy, in my hometown, was a guy, we had a spell of people pretending to be American in my hometown. And the estate I grew up in, next door to it was a caravan site. Right. And we're going about, us kids, all dirty, neat kids, scurvy, chewing on a neep, just the usual. And this kid appeared, and he entered our lives. He was like someone out of E.T.
Right, okay.
He had kind of a baseball cap on, kind of shell suit, big trainers, and his name was A.J. Anderson.
Right.
And this really strong American accent, and we were mesmerised by him. Right. So he came into our lives and he kind of took control of the gang, and he had all these ideas, and he'd hung out with celebrities in America, and we were fascinated. And he met all our parents, and I could see my mum and dad kind of laughing to themselves. They knew he was full of shit. He came from a village 30 miles away. He hoodwinked us poor oiks. We genuinely believed we'd met this celebrity. He knew Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I think he knew the guy out of E.T., Henry Thomas, pals with him.
Okay.
All a lie. But there's another guy an older guy pretended to be American, and he had a camera, and we thought, God, he's this exotic guy going about. It was a thing he'd got shampoo in. It was not a camera at all. And he was going about. The simple times, mate.
My friend at school,
simple times.
He said, he single mum bringing him up. My dad, he's the head of the police in London. Okay. And you know the Iranian siege. He was in charge of the police for it. He was in charge. He was. Now my dad's this. My dad's better than all. Your dad drives a digger. Your dad's shite. My dad's got guns and everything. He's great. Went on for years and years. Then I saw his dad getting an OBE for his services. He was. We called him a liar to his face all his life.
That Iranian siege is a bit with the SS are going down out, and he always trips.
Yeah,
the guy falls over. Good. I wouldn't be much good in the SAS, I don't think.
I see these guys talking about it now, and this is the actual guys that done it, and they've all got spectacular moustaches.
It's all you needed a moustache.
You
needed one. If you couldn't grow one, you couldn't get in. Yeah, they were going to just shoot one of the terrorists in the front, but they got spotted by the journalists, and I thought, better no. Better no. Well, an SAS is basically guys who think this peacetime's no much good. I'm just no killing people.
Yeah.
But SAS gives you the opportunity to,
I
love the SAS. I support them.
I
I'm
got
just
invited to.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to.
We love
We
them.
don't want to piss anyone off.
No.
But I got invited along to the TA, and
Oh.
it was an SAS guy that was training them.
Oh, my
and he says,
God.
"Look, come along. You can see what it's like."
Oh.
So I went up the Highlands on a,
Oh,
I don't know what it's
no.
called, a manoeuvre. You're going and doing stuff.
An expedition.
And we're all sneaking along. I didn't have
death
a gun or anything.
march.
I was just an invite. I'm
Yeah.
walking along with a packet of quavers, eating them,
Okay.
But I had all the kit on and that. It was really
Uh-huh.
good fun. Because
Uh-huh.
they'll just sort of come along, see what it's
Yeah.
like,
Uh-huh.
And then they said, right, everyone, get down. So
Uh-huh.
we started sneaking along,
no.
and we could see lights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is this?
Uh-huh.
It was the film set for Braveheart,
Okay.
right? And right in the middle of it
Uh-huh.
was this spectacular flag.
Okay.
And the guy says, right, he says, this is how you learn. He says, we're going to break in there.
Uh-huh.
We're going to go through it. We're going to steal that flag,
Okay.
right? And
Uh-huh.
get out. And I was like, whoa, this is exciting.
Uh-huh.
But because he said it, I'm allowed to,
Okay.
So we'll go up to the fence.
Uh-huh.
You're not allowed to break in. He says, you can't cut through wires. But these guys know what they're doing.
Can you dig?
You can dig.
Mhm.
But we got in.
Mhm.
We're walking around. He was fantastic. He saw a tabard. He grabbed it, put it on, and walked
Yeah,
around,
yeah,
started
yeah.
shouting at a guy.
Ah, yeah.
He was incredible. He had nerves
Uh-huh.
of steel. We're sneaking around, right? 45 minutes to get to the centre with security guards surrounding the place, like 2 in the morning.
Right.
We get closer and closer, and we get to the flag. It's a cardboard cutout.
Oh.
I was devastated. I thought I was going to have it on my
You
wall.
could have on the
They
wall.
promised me. They said, if we get it, you can keep it.
I think the secret of crime is to have panache.
Yeah.
Aye. If you hear of people walking into like a community centre and just
Mhm.
stealing all the TVs,
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
cares.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
just go in.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. People put uniforms on. They go in. They've
You
got
should
an
never
order.
run.
They steal.
Yeah.
And then they get someone to sign for it. And they went,
Oh.
I'm not taking this unless I get someone to sign for
Yeah,
it. And
yeah,
start
yeah.
complaining. Then someone signs for it, and they
Oh.
go, get them out of here.
I don't
It
think I'd
works.
be a good criminal either.
I couldn't do it.
sweat. I'm twitchy.
I do this thing when I lie,
Okay.
and I'll go like this. No, darling, I didn't cheat on you. Wink.
Okay.
And I'll
aye.
actually wink and make a joke of it.
Oh no.
And I've done it for
that's
so
what's called
long.
a tell.
A
in
tell
poker.
good. Nah, I did.
How do you play online poker?
Your poker face would be excellent.
No,
do you
no,
draw
I mean,
it? Mhm.
But I thought the whole point of poker was it was a battle of wills. You had to kind of fool each other.
That's the only part of it you can win by, because I think it was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was looked into in
Mhm.
the is it Gaming Commission in this
Okay,
country or
okay.
something like
Yeah.
that, and it's purely a game of chance.
Okay.
So the only benefit you have is lying.
Lying. Okay.
That's it.
yeah.
So as you say, when you're online,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a good hand? Typing. No, I dunno.
Oh yeah. But there used,
Wink.
there used to be poker on
Smiley
the
face.
TV, and there was a guy called Devilfish.
What?
There was one of the poker players was called like Dave Devilfish
Right,
Simpson or
okay.
something. Okay?
Mhm.
One of these nicknames they give themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody in
yeah.
the
No
history
one.
anything's. I think I'm going to call you Devilfish.
Yeah. I was known as shit tip for years.
Shit tip. There was a guy in my hometown. Early in the morning, all the dads in the estate were all going off to their jobs.
Okay.
And they see a guy scuttling from tussock of grass to tussock of grass
Right.
in the morning dew. And they're watching him. What's he up to? He gets up behind a cow, breaks down, fucks
What?
the cow, starts
Oh,
fucking it.
No.
So they put their lights on the cars and shout at him. They go and catch him.
Mm-hmm.
And so from henceforth he was called Cooshagger Duncan. So he thought to himself, it's getting a wee bit hot here in this. It's getting a bit hot in this town. So the show he's come to town, the dodge him,
Okay.
and he uses that as an excuse to fuck off. So he gets a job with them, and it's like joining the French Ford Legion.
Yeah.
He's away.
You're gone.
So he's away out of the town. Only way out. There's no other way to escape my hometown. So he's out, and then he goes and I think he joins the army. So he's gone about 15 years.
Right.
Local pub, one of the local, there's 35 drinking establishments in my hometown.
Right. Okay.
5,000 people population. Okay.
Right.
One day the doors barrel open and Cooshagger Duncan walks into the pub, walks up to the bar, and he's got himself a Glasgow accent. That's a common thing. And he asks the barman, "Pint of heavy, please, mate." And the guy serves him and then says, "How you doing, Cooshagger?" Doesn't even drink his pint. Turns around, walks out, never to be seen again. But he thought he left it along
Yeah.
enough time. All was forgiven, all was forgotten. They never forget the Northeast.
Oh,
Never
God.
forget.
Do you know how I got the nickname Shit Tip?
Okay.
My friends all went around on BMXs,
Okay.
like in the Goonies,
Oh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And I says, I've got to nip up to my house
Uh-huh.
to get batteries for the light on the front of my bike.
Okay.
Because it's going to be dark
It's
by the
okay,
time I get back.
okay.
So everyone comes up,
Mhm.
four of my friends.
Oh.
They walk into my room and I hadn't made my bed.
Oh, and there's a shit in it.
No, it was just, it hadn't been made properly. And that was it.
Oh.
They went, Shit Tip. And I was Shit Tip until I was about 19.
Yeah, and I'm going to start calling you Shit Tip. Shit Tip. Crystal Tip and Alistair. Remember that cartoon? Shit
I
Tip
do.
and Alistair.
Shit Tip.
Yeah, never let people in a teenager's bedroom. Christ almighty.
it's
Feral. The smell.
The smell catches your throat.
Blankets. Need a toffee hammer to go out in the morning. Just terrible.
It's not good. And on that note, we always leave it on a high.
On a high.
Someone can walk away from this podcast with the thought of a bed sheet that can make a washing machine pregnant.
Jizz crispy.
Oh, Jesus.
Jizz crispy.
I'm Derek Vindas.
We ran for. Ta-ra.
Well, ta-ra. We'll see you next week.
Oh.